Welcome back to the 393 Legacy, a Gorilla podcast. It's the final edition here as we get ready for graduation coming up tomorrow. We're at a new place as we do this final podcast, and you can see here that we're sitting here on the graduation stage, and tomorrow it will be nice and comfy here because last year you could tell it was very hot at graduation, and so we're getting it cooled down in here. That noise you hear in the background is our air conditioning, and so it's so loud and it vibrates that we will be shutting it off and tomorrow morning, and so that way you can hear everything and you will feel comfortable. So make sure you come out here and support the seniors as they get the last opportunity to walk across this stage, and when they leave here, they will be graduates of Solomon Schools and be an alumni. Just a quick sneak peek into next week. Of course, it's the last week for our junior high and high school. We did have to postpone our music concert. So the music concert is on Monday, which means that we moved our board meeting to Wednesday of next week. So we have our music concert 5 through 12 on Monday, followed by the board meeting on Wednesday. Right in the middle of that is Tuesday, which is our middle school awards and 8th grade promotion right here on the stage as well. And so lots of other activities that are taking place at the end of next week. We have a regional track up at Washington County on Thursday of next week, followed by Friday is a field day, of course. And I need to mention that, of course, we also have regional golf on Monday up at Washington County. So we're going to be heading up north for postseason, and hopefully we have some people that will punch their tickets to state and will be representing Solomon the following week. But it's time that we change gears a little bit and we bring Damon into the podcast. And Damon, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's exciting to have you sit down and be the last one. We just wrapped up graduation practice. First off, what did you think of graduation practice?
It was a lot simpler than I thought it'd be.
A lot simpler, wasn't it? It was a little warm in here. So finally, it was 80 degrees when we came in this morning. And so we're like, wait. We got to get this cooled down for tomorrow. Everybody will be nervous. Moms and dads will be excited. Which leads me into my next question is tell us a little bit about family and how long you've gone to Solomon Schools.
Well, I haven't been here that long, as I joined like halfway through my sophomore year.
Yeah.
Before that, I was in Missouri, and I came down.
Your sophomore year, you came in from Missouri, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then when you were in high school, stop. I'm already moving on, and I shouldn't do that to you. I want to give a shout out to Mom. I know she was excited. She came running down the stairwell to watch you do the graduation walk. She got a chance to watch you do that. For those that you'll probably see some social media posts on it, but it's always a great thing is that you got to start all the way at the pre-K. You started with the little ones, right? They cheered you on, and you walked through the hallways. And I grabbed your mom so she didn't miss it, and she went down to the breezeway and got a chance to check you out walking and being recognized by all the kids. And so that was an awesome honor, wasn't it? She's a great lady, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so she's going to probably have a few tears in her eyes as you walk across the stage tomorrow.
Probably.
So when you give her that flower, be ready for that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in your time at Solomon, what was you took a couple classes over at K-State Salina in the Polytech program. You might tell the listeners about what those classes were.
Well, I did them, and they're like coding and programming classes.
Okay, yeah.
And when I first went into it, I realized that it's a lot more difficult than I thought it'd be. And when I decided to do it, it was quite the risk because when I went into it, I need enough credits to get the certificate. And
right.
I was I needed to work pretty hard for it.
Oh, you bet. It's college classes. You had to work really hard. So first one, you learned that you had to work really hard, right? I remember that one, right? And then it got a little bit easier because you knew you had to put the effort in. So it's sort of why we want you to take those college classes while you're in high school. So that's a good thing. So with those coding classes, are there plans to use that in the future?
Well, I went into them because I was pretty interested in programming and stuff. And I was wondering, maybe I could use it for a future job.
Sure.
Though, as I went into it and stuff, I learned the difficulties, and it made thinking of the future job a little bit more easy and difficult, so it's kind of like in there somewhere, and I can't tell if I'll have a future job in it, but
Right.
my personal opinion, I feel like it probably will.
Good. So it allowed you to at least explore the opportunities then, for sure. Well, that's a good thing. So you've got a few siblings, and so we always like to say, are there any words of advice for the younger ones as they begin high school? And you transferred middle of your high school year, which makes it a little bit more interesting and more difficult. But you hooked up with K-State Poly over there in Slina and had great success there. But are there words of advice that you have for our younger ones out there?
Well, if I had to think of something, it'd probably have like to do with like how throughout my high school I made quite a bit of mistakes, and
Okay.
it made a lot of things difficult.
Sure.
But learning from your mistakes is a very good thing, and it can be a good teacher for like anything else in the future.
Absolutely. Learn from every moment and every experience, and I think that's well said. And so I think that's a great quote to live by. You hope not to make the same mistake twice. That's the idea, right?
And if I do, I try to like learn from it too.
Yeah.
Learn from
yeah.
every mistake.
Learn from it and move forward, right? Don't dwell on the past. That's exactly right. You've only been here 3 years, okay? But you've had some teachers that have created relationships with you. Is there somebody you'd like to give a shout out to?
The person that helped me the most throughout the years and like keeping me on track with all my work,
Yeah.
I'd have to say that would be Miss Robertson.
She's an awesome lady, isn't she? Yeah, she does a great job. She's had a few shout outs on here that just shows how special she truly is. So
She truly helped me throughout the years.
helped you get to this moment where tomorrow you're going to walk across this stage, right? Yeah, and you're going to turn around, you're going to pause, and you're going to smile for the camera so your mom can have that moment, right? It might be a little embarrassing up here on stage, I get it, but that's a proud moment for mom.
I think I'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Yeah, you will be fine. I know you will. Any other last words you'd like to tell the listeners? Anything about you or about your future or anything?
Well, I don't know.
Wherever life takes you, sort of like your quote, right? Wherever the experiences lead you is what you'll do. You'll learn from them, and you'll find a better experience the next time, right?
As I go through life, whatever I can take, I'll use.
Very good. Very good. Those are great words to live by. It has been a pleasure, sir. Thank you for sitting down. I know you were nervous. You did awesome, though. See, that wasn't bad at all, was it? That was great. It was simple, to the point, and I love it. So thank you for visiting with me today. So that will end it. We have now had an opportunity to visit with all 16 of our seniors. Next year when we do this, we're going to start in the fall because there's more than 16. And so it's been a great countdown of the last weeks of school. Hopefully you have enjoyed these podcasts as much as I have. They have been very reflective, very appreciative to those who have helped them along their way and along their path and where they're going to go in the future. And so hopefully you have an opportunity to come out and watch these seniors walk across the stage. It takes a village, as they say, to raise a child, and that is very true. From our teachers, from our community, to our parents, it takes everybody to get to this moment, and this is just the start. This is just one chapter in the season of many, and hopefully you'll take this chapter and use it well in the future, because we are very proud of all 16 of the graduates, and at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, we will celebrate those 16. So until next time on the 393 Gorilla Podcast, we'll see you next week.